Hello everybody, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Sports. Tonight we're going to do some treasure hunting with some yard sale finds. My parents, they like to go out in the yard sale a lot, and since I've gotten back into collecting, they've started looking for cards and stuff for me, and my dad seems to be able to find the best deals. He picked up both of these boxes here for, I think, $10, he said. And I've kind of piddled digging through it a little bit. Not a whole lot. I have seen some of the stuff, but let's go through it together and see what we can come up with. Okay, the first thing we've got is a Emmitt Smith starting lineup from 1995. Unfortunately, it seems like it's got some damage to it there. It looks like somebody smashed it or something, but still pretty cool. I used to really like starting lineups. I used to have a whole bunch of them. But I've kind of gotten out of that. My son's taken most of what I have left. Of course, you can see I still have like some Pudge Rodriguez and a Roger Clemens stuff there, so I still like to have a few things sitting around. But here we've got 1995 Grant Hill, I believe. Yeah, that's Grant Hill. So for the Detroit Pistons. So we do a little bit of basketball, football, a little bit of everything here. Even got a little hockey going on here. Now, I know very little about hockey, but I do know Mario Lemieux was a really good player. This is from 1994, so and that one seems to be the best shape of all of them, so pretty good deal there. It still has the KB Toys sticker on it, $7.99. So pretty interesting there. Let's set these down and see what else we can pull out of here. Also got this big pennant here. Kentucky Wildcats football from when they went to the Music City Bowl in 2006. They beat Clemson that year. Anybody knows anything about Kentucky football? We don't get a whole lot of bowl wins. So we're glad to have that. That's a pretty cool keepsake there. Love Kentucky football, basketball, pretty much anything from Kentucky. We've got a couple of photos here. Let's see. One is, looks like Mr. Reggie Bush. You guys remember him? He was a great college player. Had a couple of good years in the NFL, and then he kind of faded away. But used to be a big fan of his. I think I even have one of his jerseys from the Saints, but not sure if I still have that. And in this next photo, I really like it. Detroit Pistons from 2004. Again, we do a little basketball, but down here in the corner, you'll see Mr. Tayshaun Prince, former Kentucky player. So, really like that. Anything that's got anything to do with Kentucky is a good find for me. So, I really like that photo. Alright, trying to figure out the best way to do this. We'll just reach in here and pull these out. Slide the camera over and see what we can come up with. See, there's a Robert Pack Flair Metal. Looks like 95, 96. Got quite a few cards here, so we won't read them all off. Just kind of look through them. Here's some of these real big, tall cards. Sam Bowie. There's an old Kentucky guy. I like that one. Drexler. Smith, Spud Webb, the littlest guy that can dunk. Used to be. Used to like him pretty good. Bailey, John Williams, Stacey Augman, Brad Daugherty, Gary Payton, Reggie Williams, Johnny Newman. Looks like we got some repeats in here. I believe Eric Jabs did some cards like this for baseball, extra innings or something, I believe they were called. Not sure what these are, what the name of these are. Here's the back of them, but they are kind of thin. Let's see if I can find a regular card here. Baseball, about the same width as a regular card, but as you can see, they're a lot taller, so those are going to be a pain to try to find a way to store. But we'll figure it out. Joe Dumars, Kevin Willis, Larry Stewart, Jeff Malone. Looks like we've got quite a bit of those in there. And this box is a mix-up of, I don't know, basketball, football, hockey, baseball, a little bit of everything in here, so should be interesting. And they called me when they found this. They called me and they said they had a box, and they were kind of naming off a few of the players and some of the stuff that was in it. And I figured that it's going to be a pretty big high price on it, because I think there's some pretty good stuff coming in the next box. But they said, all of it for $10. And I was like, heck yeah, I'll take that. So, if nothing else, it'll be worth $10 just to dig through. I really enjoy picking up these random assortment of collections like this and just seeing what you can find. I like to call it treasure hunting. So every now and then you'll hit a real good card. Like a few months back, I found a 92 Bowman Mariano Rivera, and just like a 3,000 count box, just random stuff put in there. So it's a lot of fun when you find stuff like that. I enjoy opening new cards too, the boxes and stuff, which you don't hardly ever find anything real good like that, or I don't anyway. I just have bad luck with the new cards maybe. But junk wax is my favorite era, as they call it. So first round draft pick Doug Edwards. I don't know if I've ever heard of that guy. These are from 93, 94. Derek Harper, Danny Ferry, Bill Cartwright. But I just enjoyed just going back through and finding all the old stuff and just seeing what we can come up with. Let's see. Felix Potvin hockey. There's an $18 price tag on that one. Surely that wasn't worth that at one point, was it? Toronto Maple Leafs goaltender. It seems like it might be an insert of some kind. Calder candidates. 90, what is that, 92, 93? Yeah, 92, 93 upper deck. I'm not sure. If anybody knows anything about hockey, let me know. Jaromir Jagr. There's another good player that I recognize the name of. 91 score. Paul Coffey. A whole lot of Penguins here. Phil Bork. Let's see what we got here. Top Stadium Club. Patrick Ewing, and a David Robinson on the backside there. High court. Pretty cool. And there is probably the most disliked guy in Kentucky. We won't even talk about that. If you're from Kentucky, you know the story. We're not even going to talk about that. Reggie Williams. Johnny Dawkins. There's a Mitch Richmond. Those cards are pretty cool. You know, some of these, they've just been tossed in this box. They're not in the best shape. You can see the corners are a little dinged up, but hey, for $10, we'll take it. For all of these, Kevin Thompson, second round pick. Lionel Simmons, Chris Gatling. Derek Coleman, he was a big name back in the day. I believe he may have won Rookie of the Year even. Bill Lambier, Rodney Rogers, first round pick. Sherman Douglas, Roy Vaught, George Lynch, Ken Norman. Yeah, those big tall cards are going to be kind of trouble to go through. Oh, here we go. Here's some baseball. Let's see, Brew Crew. Who's that? Molitor, Yount. Who's that guy in the middle? Pat Listach. So that's a pretty cool card there. Here's some more hockey. Bob Airey, Paul Stanton, Ron Francis. Look like they have the Penguins set. There's a Mario Lemieux. Kevin Stevens, Tom Barrasso, Paul Coffey again. This does look like the Penguins set. Larry Murphy. Oh, here's something different. Can't even pretend to pronounce that guy's name. New Jersey. It's 93, 94 upper deck. Make sure they're not sticking together here. John Cullen. Benoit Hogue, Troy Loney, John Casey, Boston Bruins, World Junior Championships, Todd Harvey, 1994. Jocelyn Thibault. All World Juniors, Sean Hoivu from Finland. Now, Upper Deck always did make some interesting cards. Always liked the design on most of their cards. I kind of miss them in baseball. John McIntyre, Matt Sundin, Martin Galinas, Ted Drury. And again, I have no clue about hockey really. Few names I'll recognize here and there. So if you see anything good jumps out at you, let me know. Might have a treasure in here and I don't even know it. Some more of these big cards. We'll shoot through them real quick. Chris Mullen, he was good. James Worthy. So there's some big names in here. Probably not worth much still. There's Witherspoon, Michael Cage, Jim Hardaway, Luke Longley. Price, Derek Harper again. Another Danny Ferry. Isaac Austin. I'm sorry guys, I'm not even showing half these cards. They're too long for it to fit on the screen there. Bill Davis, Willie Anderson, Nick Anderson, Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge, is he the one that played baseball for a while? I don't guess it'll say on here, but I believe he had a chance at a professional baseball career also. And he decided to go with basketball. And I believe it worked out pretty well for him. Sedell Thrift. Lee Mayer. I'll start another pile. Mookie. Doc Rivers, the player. Now a coach. Davis, Kevin Brooks, Brian Shaw, Doug Edwards, Ron Elliott, John Trail Sprewell, Rex Walters, Moses Malone. We're gonna just kind of skip through these here. We don't want this video to get too long. And I got the good box to go through down here. Let's see if we can get through these quicker. There's a good one. Tom Glavine rookie. It's in a penny sleeve. It's not in too bad a shape. It's just been tossed in there with a bunch of cards. So that's pretty good. There's a Dave Henderson. A few cards in here. Let's see what's hiding down here. Henderson, Steve Farr, Big Pen, Alex Fernandez. So Tino Martinez. Back to basketball. There's Scottie Pippen. Sidekick to Mr. Michael Jordan. Person. Sedell Threat. Scott Haskin. Tom Gugliotta. Morris. Sam Elliott. Ricky Pierce. Harold Miner. Doug West. Bill Cartwright. Otis Thorpe. John Paxson. Robert Parrish, oops. Mohammed Abdul Raif, or Rolf. Horace Grant, Chris Whitney, Rex Walters. It looks like a little kid there. Kevin Thompson, Irvin Johnson, not Magic Irvin Johnson. Sam Perkins, Lloyd Daniels, Karl Malone, High Court. Jeff Hornacek, Air Raid, Scottie Pippen. That's a pretty cool card. What we got here? NBA award winner Don McLean. Untamed Fury, John Starks. Cliffhanger, Cliff Robinson. Rookie Warren Kidd, Harold Miner, and just the info card there. Let's see. Here's a prospect card. Let's see who's on it. Orlando Miller, Brandon Wilson. Oh, Derek Jeter. Looky there. 1994. Not his rookie card, but still an early Jeter card. That's pretty cool. We'll set that aside. And there's another Glavine rookie. Got some funky corners here. Tim Salmon. Some kind of credit card. Studio Gold. That's pretty cool. Let's see, there's another Doc. David Benoit. Another Doc. Harold Ellis. Clarence Weatherspoon. Those Fleer Metal. They're pretty cool looking cards. Bill Cartwright. Kevin Brown and Rodney Rogers. Here's something in a top loader. Some kind of comic card. Spawn. Not sure about that. Maybe John Jabs would know more about that. He's into that kind of thing. I'm not sure. Let's see what else we got here. Roberto Alomar. Carlos Delgado, rookie. Kevin Napier. There's another Roberto. Award winner. Who is that? Jack McDowell. Black Jack McDowell. Can do this the easy way. Ryan Bowen, Rondell White. Ugh, something sticking to the back of that one. Ella Rojas, Cliff Montgomery. Palto. Dante Bichette, Luis Mercedes, Dave West, Tim Salmon. What's this here? Star rookies, another Carlos Delgado. Sorry guys, I may not even be showing half these cards. I'm kind of looking at them over the phone here instead of looking through the phone to see if I've got everything lined up. Tim Bogar. Checklist. What is this here? Charles Johnson, Golden Prospect from Fleer Ultra. That's pretty cool. And a Flair card, Jeff Bronke. Let's see what we got. This looks like Frank Thomas coming up. There's a cool one. Alex Fernandez. One of those credit cards from Studio. Oops. Missing. Felix Jose. Jose Canseco. Shout out Mud Dog. Cleveland Indians. Checklist. Another one. Omar Vizquel. Jim Thome. Always liked Jim Thome. Probably not his rookie. No, third or fourth year card there. Tavares. Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez. That's a cool card. Jim Poole. Eric Plunk. Another one John Jabs loves. Herb Perry. Tony Pena. There's Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. It's a good card. Jose Mesa. Let's go through these a little quicker, guys. Sorry, I'm getting caught up. Oral Hershiser. Always liked him pretty well. Albert Bell. Here, Sandy Alomar Jr. So there's some good cards in here. Some good names, anyway. There's a red. Jacob Brumfield. PC that. Bill Wirtz, Raul Mondesi, Steve Frey. What is that? Pinnacle? That's a pretty nice card. There's another Glavin. Dale Murphy. Todd Zeal. Offerman, Alex Cole. Got a little bit more to go through here in this bucket. What have we got here? Pep Talk 1. Blue Chips. Is that movie with Shaquille O'Neal in it? I don't see him in that photo anywhere. That's pretty cool. Sneak preview pack. Blue Chips trading cards from Skybox. An official game card. Enter the contest. Don't think we'll worry about that. Rod Nichols. David Wells. David West. Smaller, and there's a Batman card, and that one's beat all the heck. Not very good there. A couple more Batman cards. Bat Signal. And, oh, this is a wrestling card. Fabulous Freebirds. Michael P.S. Hayes. That's funny. I used to watch wrestling way back in the day. Let's see what we got here. Some more, like some more big cards. These are football. See what we can find in these. Wayne Simmons, Chris Miller, John Stevens, Don Griffin, Irving Fryer, Lincoln Kennedy, Mike Pitts, Glenn Milburn, Eric Curry, Todd Kelly, and Darren Carrington. So pretty cool there. Got one more stack here to go through, and then we may call this a video and do the other tote for another video. It's getting to be up past 20 minutes. Troy Dayton. Seems like videos do better when they're not too long. So Scott Erickson. So we may do this in 2 pieces here. Roberto Maya. Here's a red, Reggie Sanders. That's a nice card. Those flare cards are always really nice. I like those a lot. Another Carlos Delgado. Very rough condition. Here's it's a pack of cards. We'll go through that in a minute. There's another info. Junior Seau, Bowman. Kind of got some color around the edges. That might be some type of insert or parallel. Not even sure what year that is. 93. Junior Seau was a really good player. Marco Coleman. Dana Stubblefield. A good card. That's a rookie card for him. That's nice. Chris Warren. Eric Moten. Sorry, I have to turn this light off. It's Sheldon White getting a glare. There's a Jeff Lewis rookie from 1996. Yancey Thigpen. Larry Centers. Oh, Marvin Harrison rookie. Oh, that is awesome. I really liked Harrison when him and Peyton and Edgerrin James were on the Colts. That was a really good trio. I like that one. I like that card a lot. Jeff George. Jim Kelly. What we got here? Carnell Lake. Another one of those game cards. Let's see, we've got William Pennyfeather. There's a Bagwell, Hall of Famer. A nice card. And Gary DeSarcina. There's another Canseco. Is that the same one I pulled earlier? Looks similar. Canseco. Eddie Guardado. Lou Frazier. Tony Gwynn. What does it say? Sanders on the back. That's confusing. Confused onlookers by donning Padres pitcher Scott Sanders' jersey for a spring training game. Well, yep, you confused me. Good job, Tony. And who we got here? Bob Tewksbury. Alright, one more stack, guys. And we'll call this video done. It's hard to read that writing. Dave Powell. Wilson Alvarez. Rick Terrell Kyle. Andy Van Slyke. Kirby Puckett. Dave Hansen. Brett Boone, Cincinnati. Got traded from Seattle. Danny Maselli. It's a rookie card. Mark Grace. Bit more. Omar Dahl, rookie. Kevin Robertson. Topps Gold. Charles Nagy. Oops. Wilson Alvarez. This is Tommy Green. Roger Clemens. Rich Rodriguez. Greg Paquette. Alex Hernandez. Jay Buhner. Scott Brocious. Eric Plattenberg. Eric Davis. Alex Arias. Got that in a penny sleeve for some reason. Another Carlos Delgado. This guy must have been a Delgado fan. Tim Raines. Bobby Bonilla. Willie Green, rookie. Cincinnati. Put that in the PC pile. Miguel Jimenez. Frank Castillo. Desmond Wallach. That one stuck together. Kurt McCaskill. Dave Need. Star rookie. Munoz. Lloyd. Larry Walker. It's a good card. Rod Beck. Earl Cormier. Donovan Osborne. And Bob Hammond. I've got this one penny sleeve that seemed to have several cards in it. Let's see what's in here. It looks like football. Some Topps Gold. You got Seth Joyner, Scott Steven, Walter Reeves, David Williams, and Zach the Seth Joyner. Alright guys, so that's a pretty good start to the tote. This other tote has a lot of top-loaded cards, so maybe it's got some even better stuff in it. We'll close this video up here and we'll do another video on this other tote and see what we can find.